Hi, this is Veronica, owner of Vichavo Studio at 13 2nd Avenue Southeast, Suite B. And what we're looking at right here, I moved my station so you could see what I'm going to point and discuss to you right now. So the electrician came in February 26th, 5th to 6th, I'll correct that date once I look at my info. But he came in and he installed these plugs here, as you see that, and ran it all the way up. But then he yanked that out the wall, and this is what I was left with since March. This is what I was left with since March 2013. You know, and I'm still waiting, and always have been waiting for someone to come in and like, hey, Veronica, you know, we could patch that up for you. I've already spent thousands of dollars making this space look good. I don't want to spend more money to correct something that wasn't my doing. Here is a hole. I remember Neil Gush coming in one day. He said, hey, Veronica, I see a couple of holes in the floor. I'm going to get someone to come in and fix that for you. I must say, did come in and fix it. But this is the hole that they fixed. That one hole. They fixed that one hole right here. And the other two holes didn't get fixed. And then he walked over and he said that we're going to get someone to fill this hole. I couldn't wait any longer. So I tried to cover it up with what you see right here. And this is something I actually did myself. I covered it up with that divider. So, and over here what you're looking at is the heater. You know, this is the old heater. I'm going to move. I'm gonna get behind here and let you and see. See, this is the new heater that was installed. I do have pictures of what that looked like. Whenever they did work in the space, I usually would move the mirrors out the way because I didn't want anything to happen to these mirrors. So what I did was, and there are pictures of that, I moved everything to the side and the heater stayed there for quite a bit before they actually came in and fixed it. They're like, oh, we gotta order a part. When they ordered a part, it was too long. Something was going on. I don't know. I just kept getting, you know, excuses after excuses. So I was just like, well, I need that, you know, to be fixed. So, and this is the back of the salon. I must say I did a real good job. I added these glass stones up here. I went and paid for them myself. Everything in here I pretty much paid for. I did myself, including the floors. You know, I went in, purchased the floors, installed them myself. Okay. Now we're going to look up to the where the incident actually happened on December 7th. So a quick breakdown of what happened. I had a few clients that day, and it was cold in here, so we didn't have any heaters. This wasn't installed yet. Those was not installed yet. Right after the incident, Dan Albertson came in with his own plumber guy. It wasn't Kevin's Plumbing, but it was another plumbing guy. And they came in and they asked him questions about what happened. And they also asked questions about this space. It was like, where's the thermostat that was over there? And I looked at him. I was like, hey, your guess is as good as mine. Because, you know, people come in and say they do work and then they just leave it. So that was right there. And that piece never got ordered like it said it was. Then, if you move back here, this box, when this box was installed back in January. Now, I don't know anything about electrical, but I do know back in January, none of these were installed. So I assume that this one piece that was there first was that. So in February, the lights went out again. I probably had this one and this one, okay? So in February, when the lights went out, I ran back here because my client had a chemical, you know, in her head. So I ran back here and I hit the switch, but the lights didn't come back on. So I was like, oh, what is going on? Because I had got the okay that everything was okay. So here is the bathroom. Remember the before picture, the bathroom that I renovated. Now it's something to look at. It's beautiful. You know, I'm very proud of the things that I did here, and I'm very proud. And this is the brand new toilet that I installed. You know, everything was done. Floors, everything. It took me about 5 months, I must say, by myself to complete this space. Okay, so we're gonna move down to the basement. And before, this door wasn't here, so I had to install a basement. And anything, oh, there go the light. And as you see, that white residue, that's actually a water line residue that came up to the stairs. So it's like, oh wow, you know, it's wet down here. So I immediately threw all my things on the other side. I wanted to initially use this space for storage because I do a lot of hair extensions, and currently I'm getting involved with wanting to do more things with cancer patients. So I was going to use this space to renovate it and use it for storage for hair, wigs, and stuff like that, and practice. But that couldn't happen. Oh, and this is supposed to be my exit, which I can't use. You know, it has locks on it, but it's locks on the inside. But initially, that is supposed to be my exit from the salon. State board requires that I have an in and out space. And I must say, Neil did tell them that space needed to be open, and then turned around and pretty much they kept locking it. This is the downstairs bathroom, but I didn't touch that. Some of this stuff in this bathroom may be health hazard. I'm not touching that. So let's go to this room. Now this room I call my little psych ward room. I mean, oh. Now I wanted to renovate this, but when I found out that this actually went under the sidewalk, then there was no way I could touch it personally, because I'm not a licensed contractor and I'm not the owner of the building. So the stuff that was coming down here, I couldn't touch. You know, I know for a fact, you know, that's city, because if you look at the pipe in here, that's city. So anything that was in the building before that I didn't pay for, I put it downstairs. So when I did the bathroom, their original toilet and their original sink is here downstairs. So whenever I decide to leave, it may or it may not go right back upstairs again. I don't know. But this is the old, these were the old, I guess you want to call vents that were hanging out, and these are the ones that Dan Albertson, of course, had the guy to remove, and I just put them downstairs because I didn't want to get rid of them. It wasn't my property, so I'm not the one to throw them away. It's like I'm not the one to throw that away. It's not my property. It was here when I got here. Let me lock the door. So yeah, so when it rains, right? When it rains, you can see, I don't know. Oh yeah, so the water comes from there to there. So it's like, oh wow, you know, luckily I'm glad I didn't invest in a lot of money, you know, coming down here and cleaning it up and stuff like that. Oh, here we go. Okay, so like I said before, anything that's not mine, I put it downstairs. So this is the original heater cover for that heater that I pointed out to you that was brand new. This is the original heater cover. So anything that, you know, that was here prior to me getting here, I just put it downstairs in the basement because it's not mine to throw away. So we still don't even know where that heater cover went for that upstairs heater. You know, I would have preferred to find it so I could cover it up so clients won't be looking at something like an eyesore, because that's exactly what it is. I just got word that they were going to come back and, you know, get it, and that was it. Just like, I'm sorry, I know I'm laughing, but I think it's funny. Like, this is duct tape, you know? This is duct tape. I'm like, okay, well, you know, why would you come in and install, why would you install a thermostat over a hole? Look at that, that's a hole. And I'm gonna be quiet, you can hear this kind of noise, hopefully. I don't know what that is, but the thermostat is off. I don't know if you could hear it, but when I press on it, it stops. Watch. And I'm gonna release it. You hear that? If not, it's like a little rambling noise, but hey, I don't touch this thing. It stays on off. You know, we'll see what happens when the winter months come. But that's the space. Also, this was, it was covered with, I think it was covered with some old carpet-like type of thing.